Question number 1. You are testing a system that calculates the final course grade for a given student. The final grade is assigned based on the final results according to the following rules. Is 0 to 50. I mean, a lot of you have scored 50 before, so you know what field means. 51 to 60, fair. 61 to 70, satisfactory. 71 to 80, good. 81 to 90, very good. And 91 to 100 is excellent. You have prepared the following set of test cases. Of course, those are the test cases there, using the boundary values. So 91, the beginning of every number is what they used, and the end. 91 is excellence, 50 is failed, 81 is very good, and stuff like that. So the question now is, what is the two-value boundary analysis, BVA, boundary value analysis coverage for the final result that is achieved with the existing test case? I repeat, what is the two-value boundary analysis coverage for the final result that is achieved with the existing test case? A, 50%, B, 60%, C, 33.3%, and then D, 100%. Pick one. What is the two-value BVA coverage for the final result that is achieved with the existing test case? Is it 50%? Is it 60%? Is it 33.3%? Is it 100%? I believe by now you should have covered boundary analysis, so it's not new to you. It's not new. Okay, next question. Your favorite bicycle daily rental store has just introduced a new customer relationship management system and asked you, one of their most loyal members, to test it. The implemented feature are as follows. Anyone can rent the bicycle, but members will receive 20% discount. However, if the return deadline is missed, the discount is no longer available. After 15 rentals, the member gets gifts, a t-shirt. So in a day, anybody can rent the bicycle. If you remember, 20% is there for you. If you did not return the bicycle by 6 p.m. at night, that 20% is no longer applicable to you. So you have to pay the full amount. Now, after you have rented and rented and rented for 15 times, you have to get a gift. So decision table describing the implementation feature looks like this. Being a member, true. Miss deadline, true. 15 rentals, failed. The actions, you get a 20% discount and a gift t-shirt. They shall wrote all of that math. Based only on the feature description of the customer relationship management system, which of the following rules describe an impossible situation? Is it R4? R4 means that being a member, you did not miss the deadline, and you have rented 15 times. Then you get 20% discount and get a gift card. Is this a possible situation? Or is it R2? You are a member, you missed the deadline, you did not miss the deadline, and you have not rented 15 times. You get 10% discounts. Is it a possible situation? Or is it R6? You are not a member, you did not miss the deadline, and you have not rented 15 times, and you don't get anything. Or is it that you are not a member, you have missed the deadline, you have rented 15 times, and you get a gift card, a gift t-shirt? Which of them? Miriam hair is already flying. Any question 2? Wala mashele. Wala is gonna happen. If you question 2, your hair is already flying like
shock you. I will shock you.
Okay, I'm here. I'm about to be shocked. Thank you, Father. Question 3. If you did not know it, that you start calculating, don't tell me to wait to. If you did not know it, that's how you're calculating mass. This thing, the answer is there, climbing in your eye, koro like this. Question 3.
Algebraic method.
Eh?
algebraic method.
Algebra call. Factor one analysis ni. Mr. Festus, what's happened today? This is not chemistry now.
Yeah, sorry, I was having issue with my network. I missed the first question. Can you just give me just 30 seconds, please? I'm sorry, others. I'm sorry.
Okay. Kole, that one is not even a hard problem. You are testing a system that calculates the final course grade for a given student. I mean, Mr. Vestal, you already know the answer of this one. I mean,
Go
it's not
ahead.
for you leaving. The final grade
Go,
is
go,
assigned
go.
based on the final results.
Question three, question three, question three.
Okay, I should go. I
Very
tell you
smart.
you see motivation, right, guys? Okay. I'm telling you, these elders have moved. You are here and still doing permutation. Some people they stay here for 5 minutes too. Number 3, you test a system whose life cycle is modeled by the state transition. Ari, do you want to say something? Your hand is up. Okay. You test.
Yes, I wanted to say something. Sorry, I wanted to ask: Are we jot? Sorry, I joined a bit late. Are we jotting it down like we used to do?
Yes, just A, B, C.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Question 3. You test a system whose life cycle is modeled by the state transition. By the state transition, diagram is shown below. The system in its init state and ends in the operation in the off state. You can see where it started. It starts from in it runs, is in operation, it goes to on hold, off, and it stops here. I can't see the arrow that points to the side. And if it's in operation, it can go to debug mode to off. And if it's on hold, it can go back to, if you start from init, from run, for test, it goes to debug, done, off, okay? And if at all it gets here, it's going back to in operation mode. So that's the cycle. I don't need to do this breakdown for you guys. What is the minimal number of test cases to achieve a valid transition coverage? Deep color color, deep out, deep color color, deep out, deep color color. Okay. It says a system whose life cycle is modeled by the state transition diagram shown below. The system starts from init state and ends in the operation in the off state. What is the minimal number of test cases to achieve valid transitions checklist? Select one. Please, ladies and gentlemen, very, very importantly, you see this select one or minimal. You see the way they are bolding and writing them in capital letter. Be very, very careful, right? And take note of them when you're answering those questions. Because everything can be a total number of test coverage, but they are asking you the minimal. Minimal does not mean true, just so we are clear. I'm just saying true can be the right answer. I'm just saying that minimal might not mean true. Exactly. Question 4. Your test should achieve 100% statement coverage. What is the consequences of this fact? Your test should achieve 100% statement coverage. What is the consequence of this fact? Is it that A, each instruction in the code that contains a defect has been executed at least once? B, any test suite containing more test cases that your test suite will also achieve 100% statement coverage? Okay, down your test suite. C, each part in the code has been executed at least once. D, every combination of input values has been tested at least once. Question 25. Which of the following is not true for white box testing? Oh, all this kind of light question. During white box testing, the entire software application is considered. White box coverage metrics can help identify additional tests to increase code coverage. White box test techniques can be used in static testing. D, white box testing can help identify gaps in requirements implementation. What is not true? Not. You can see not a capital letter. Not true. And you have to pick only one. Number 6. Which of the following best describe the concept behind error guessing? Error guessing. Which of the following best describe the concept of error guessing? A. Error guessing involves using knowledge and experience of defects found in the past and typical errors made by developer. B. Error guessing involves using your personal experience of development and the errors you made as a developer. C. Error guessing requires you to imagine that you are the user of the test object and to guess errors the user could make interacting with it. And then D. Error guessing requires you to rapidly duplicate the development tasks to identify the sort of errors a developer might make. Which of the following best? Meaning 2-3 things can actually describe the concept of behind error guessing, but one is best. So which of the following is the best? Question 7. In your project, there has been a delay in the release of a brand new application. I mean, I'm currently working in this situation right now. And test execution started late. Of course, it always starts late. But you have very detailed domain knowledge and good analytical skills. Of course. The full list of requirements has not yet been shared with the team, but the management is asking for some test results to be presented. Evil spirits all around. Which test techniques best fit in this situation? Is it checklist based testing? Is it error guessing? Is it exploratory testing? And is it branch testing? Select one. Which test techniques fit best in capital letter in this situation? Select the one. I mean, this is what everybody feels at work. So it's not that you don't know what you are doing. So now you will know the name of what you are doing from this. Okay, next question. 28, number 8. Which of the following best describes the way acceptance criteria can be documented? A. Performing retrospectives to determine the actual need of stakeholders regarding a given user story. B. Using the given when then format to describe an example test condition related to given user story. C. Using verbal communication to reduce the risk of misunderstanding the acceptance criteria by others. Or D. Documenting risks related to a given user story in a test plan to facilitate the risk-based testing of a given user story. Select one. Please take note. Following best describes. Best describes. How best then can you, or how best is the way to document an acceptance criteria? Number 9, consider the following user story. As an editor, I want to review content before it is being published so that I can assure the grammar is correct. And its acceptance criteria are: the user can log into the content management system with editor role. The editor can view existing content pages. The editor can edit the page content. The editor can add markup content. The editor can save changes. The editor can reassign the content in a role. Guys, hold on, let me finish before you continue. The editor can reassign content owner role to make updates. Which of the following is best example of an acceptance, an ATD? Who is unmuted? We are recording this thing, please. Kindly mute yourself because of noise. Thank you. So that when you are listening to it again, you can help. Which of the following is best an example of an ATDD test for this user story? Right, that's acceptance testing driven development. That's ATDD test for user story. Options. A. So the question again, consider the following user story. As an editor, I want to review the content before it is published so that I can assure the grammar is correct. And its acceptance criteria states that the user can log into the content management system with editor role. The editor can view existing content pages. The editor can edit the page content. The editor can mark up comments. The editor can save changes. The editor can reassign to the content owner role to make updates. Which of the following is best example of an ATDD test for this user story? A, test if the editor can save the document after deleting the page content. B, test if the content owner can log in and make updates to the content. C, test if the editor can schedule the edited content for publication. D, test if the editor can reassign another editor to make updates. So while others are answering this question, somebody wanted to talk the other time or ask a question. Who was that? I guess nobody. Michael, are you writing down the whole answer? This one they are looking at the screen and looking at your book, looking at the screen. Michael no open two tabs. So I don't trust all these testers. I don't trust them. Whether you know that in this life, only God can
Google.
it's only God that we can trust. Every other person needs to prove themselves.
Google.
Oh, so you don't find out for Google. You can't notice it's not on Google.
But this is the question I talked about that time. So I just wrote the answer then, the normal answer, because I know that's.
So you don't write. You don't go find out for Google. Okay.
No,
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, it was a question in challenge then. So we don't know which answer to write now.
The
textbook answer or the true answer.
But I hope you know the answer now.
Sorry, Birunke. I don't know that Michael has even talked about this. I was waiting till the end of the test because this thing is kinda somehow, and I want to suggest also that after the whole thing, we should be given why we pick those questions, because some things are not clear. We just do taboo, and pick one. We should be explaining. Yeah, as a teacher, you should be able to give why, what is the reason to pick this question. I think that one was
the reason for your answer.
Yeah?
It's the best of your mind.
Taboo.
No. It's a textual language now, you don't know.
It's you that will be writing.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? If your student face a question, you have to ask him, why did you do this? This is how it's supposed to do. I understand, but you understand what I mean. Thank you. Next question, please.
I don't know. I refuse to understand what you are doing. I refuse to understand, but I agree with you.
Next question.
Next question. We'll come back. Number 10. How do testers add value to iteration and release planning? Tester determine the priority of user stories to be developed. Tester focus only on the functional aspect of the system to be tested. Tester participate in a detailed risk identification and risk assessment of user stories. Or tester guarantees the release of high quality software through early test design during the release planning. It be like say one day, after, like you said, after this whole thing, we will need to sit down after everybody. Now don't do exam pass, because some people will do exam pass. We won't follow talk this conversation. We need to sit down and review each question and the answers related to them. Because this ISTQB, they shall compile one question and answer together. Because they want to shop our money to collect as we They will not tell us. Those people, they feel not be tester. That's another funny thing that used to annoy me. They might not even be tester. They might just be group of developer and PM that just decided to combine information together for us and be saying this is what we should consume as a tester. And of course, they are the one that did their certificate. They will not say that they are certified ISTQB level 1, 2, 3, 4. Before uncle, nobody now that combine the question and the answer. We are going to review this thing. When we are done reviewing, we are now going to petition the one that we know that is wrong and write a mail to them.
First of all, you share that committee.
We need to.
Michael, why did you do me now?
Because I look at, because I mean, guys, be answering your question though. Because I'm looking at question 30. I add value by, I can set priority for the user story to be developed. And I can focus only on the functional aspect of the system to be tested if I choose to. And I'm also adding value by participating in detailed risk identification and risk assessment of the user stories. And of course, I cannot guarantee and I'm sure that I don't know which one they will pick as the answer, but I'm sure that they'll be saying guarantee the release of high quality, but I cannot guarantee because I don't know what the developer would have had behind the scene. We can debate distance. We can debate.
The questions should be reframed. The options are okay, but the questions should be reframed, I think.
Adding value.
This is one of those ones where they can put best describes or something. So
yeah,
because I can add value is one thing, and release planning is another thing. And all of these things I can do them. This is where they should have put the best. Don't worry, testers quarter, we have a lot of work to do. Very soon now we will go create our own certification body. Don't be all this on just to chop our money on top nonsense question. Anyways, next 11. Which two of the following options are the exit criteria of testing a system? Which two of the following options are the exit criteria of testing a system? Are the exit criteria? 1, test environment readiness. The ability to log to the test object by the tester. C, estimated effect intensity reached. D, requirements are translated to a given when-then format. And E, regression tests are automated. Okay, pick 2. Check up. I don't miss that game. That first thought, pick 2 now. You should not be saying these things on this call. I don't
check updating now.
After this session, we need to gist about the way I used to beat Festus for this thing. Like
you remember? I don't know that is what you were saying.
In our testers, test meet and greet, there is game. I'm going to play. We go check up. I know beat
Don't
anybody.
Bring those story, come on. Don't bring those stories.
Because I won. Let's cover the shame. I understand. Let's not bring it up.
No. I want you now. No.
Which won me? When you go win me once in 4 times. Don't mind him.
Okay.
Let's not start. Let's focus.
All those shit they do me then. All those shit they do me then. If you say I forget, you.
Number 12. Your team uses the 3-point estimation technique to estimate the test effort for a new high-risk feature. The following estimates were made. Most optimistic estimation 2 per person. What is 2 per person? What is 2 person hour? 2 hours per person. 2 hours per person. If people will not use English and finish me, this ISTQB. Most optimistic estimation 2 person hours. Most likely estimation 11 person hours. Most pessimistic estimation 14 person hours. What is the final estimate?
Is this applicable at testing life? Are you using this model?
The people that are even setting all these questions, what are they thinking?
I even use all necessary permutation. Add, divide, minus, plus. I don't even know. It's not clear.
Seriously.
The only thing I understand is hope. Optimistic, we are hopeful. Pessimistic, we are not hopeful. That is all. But we'll get the answer, Sha. No wala.
Oh yeah.
Keep hope alive.
Oh yeah, pick one. General market.
All we know that there must be a failing somewhere, so no problem. There must be a failing somewhere. Oh.
For whatever reason, This question is just looking like game to me this night. Everybody shall pick one. Let's move on. So let me recap. Your team uses the 3-point estimation technique to estimate the test effort for a new item. The following estimates we have made. Most optimistic estimation is 2-person hour. Most likely estimation is 11 persons hour. And most pessimistic estimation is 14 persons hour. What is the final estimate? Is it 9-person hours? Is it 14 persons hours? Is it 11-person hours or 10-person hours? Select one. Now let's move to the next one. Question 13. You are testing a mobile application that allows users to find a nearby restaurant based on the type of food that they want to eat. Consider the following list of test cases or priorities and priorities. That is, smaller number meals. Smaller number means a higher priority and dependencies. Test case TC001 to 005. 001 says select food type. 2, select restaurant, get direction, call restaurant, and make reservations. These are the priority. And remember that they say priority means smaller number means higher priority. So you need to get the direction. Then you select the restaurant and call the restaurant. Select your food type and then make reservation. Then the logical dependencies for select food type, there is none. For TC1, it's a dependency for TC2. TC2 is a dependency for 3, 2 for 4, 2 for 5. Which of the following test cases should be executed as the third one? Which of the following test case should be executed as the third one? Is it test case 3, 5, 2, or 1? Read the question well to know. We are testing a mobile application that allows you to find a nearby restaurant based on the type of food that they want to eat. Next question. Question 14. Consider the following test categories 1 to 4 and ideal testing quadrants. How do the following test categories map on the ideal testing quadrants? Is it number A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it D? Let me leave this one on your screen and give you some time to map them together. So we have agile testing quadrants A, B, C, D. For technology facing, supporting, and development team, which of the testing categories do they do? For business facing, support, and development team, which of the testing categories do they do? For business facing and critique of the product, which of the testing categories do they do? And lastly, for technology facing and critiquing the product, which of the test categories do they do? So you map it together and then you pick one from A, B, C, or D. So I wanted to ask, how many testers on this call, for example, are in Abuja, in that city of Nigeria? How many testers in Abuja? Of course, Yellowhead, we know you are there, we know. You're not a landlord for that place now. Any other person? Oh, now Kende, now be the only landlord waiting for Abuja. Can you imagine? Yeah. Kende, you're in your own world.
Well, I know I'm not on my own.
It's okay. I believe that there are also people in the testers community that also, in Abuja as well. So, yeah, you're not alone. I'm sure we are done by now. Now only Olodo go see the river now. You wait to the map since you never map quadrant to test the category finish. People should better. I'm sure the Agbas now, they don't pick answers since. Now, don't go cram answer for it. If anybody scores 20, you will defend your answers today. You see, now today, me, I go challenge answer.
The power of cramming.
Power of cramming. Number
That
15.
cram
During,
laptop.
number 15. During a risk analysis, the following risks were identified and assessed. Risk response time is too long to generate a report. Risk likelihood, medium. Risk impact, high. Response to risk. An independent test team performs performance testing during system testing. A selected sample of end users perform alpha and beta acceptance testing before the release. What measure is proposed to be taken in response to the analyzed risk? Is it risk acceptance? Is it contingent plan? Is it risk mitigation or risk transfer? Your call ends in 15 minutes. Whose call is ending in 15 minutes? Adobe, your call is ending in 15 minutes. Oh. Adobe, your call is ending in 15 minutes.
Performance testing.
This one, they shall want us to shop. They want to shop somebody money. Come and pay $9 per month. On top, someone use Google Meet. What I will carry ourselves, go YouTube, go Streamline, or go do Slack. Me will do Slack call. Which kind say with that? If you invest in that, we'll carry ourselves, go Zoom.
Christian, spend this money. Spend this money.
For who?
For me now.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what is going on. That's all. Next question. Ebube, thank you for joining late. Number 16. Which tool can be used by an agile team to show the amount of work that has been completed and the amount of total work remaining for a given iteration? Acceptance criteria, defect reports, test completion reports, or burn down charts. In fact, let me go and find the answer to this question. If the answer is not what if the answer is not what the answer is supposed to be, there's going to be a problem. There is going to be a problem. That's question 16, Abby.
Yes. I'm going for 50-50, please.
God save them. Question 17. You need to update one of the automated test scripts to be in line with the new requirement. Which process indicates that you create a new version of the test script in the test repository? Traceability management, maintenance testing, configuration management, or requirement engineering? Select one. We have 3 more questions to go, and we call it a wrap. A wrap. A wrap. A wrap. 19. You received the following defect report from developers stating that the anomaly described in this test report is not reproducible. Don't be today now. We are all victims of circumstances. You received the following defect report from the developer stating that the anomaly described in this report is not reproducible. Application hanged up. Rejected. The application hangs up after entering test input A in the name field on the new user creation screen. Try to log off. Log in with test admin accounts, same issue. Try with other admin, same issue. No error message received. Logged, see attached. Contains fatal error notification. Based on the test case, TC13. So you can see people are writing test case of 1,305. Some of you that are writing only 5 test cases, yeah. I don't tire. I don't see myself. The application should accept the provided input and create the users. Please fix with high priority the feature is related to requirement 0012, which is a critical new business requirement. What critical information is missing from the test report that would have been useful for the developer? So this is a bug report that one Aboki tester wrote. This is the test report, right? And of course, the person attached a screenshot of fatal error. So What is the critical element that is missing? Is it expected and actual? Is it reference and defect status? Is it test environment and test item? Is it priority and severity? I'm always saying that testing goes beyond right click like Paul. Next, 19. Which test activities does a data preparation tool support? Which test activities does a data preparation tool support? Test monitoring and control, test analysis and design, test implementation and execution, or test completion? Which of them does data preparation tool support? Adobe, your people are still writing week 4 done. Oh. Those people that are just done it with 4 now. Yeah, surprisingly, they put limit on calls. I don't know who sent them. I don't know who they write done by now. I wish that you're actually done. I read you to wrote done when we're on this call. Once people start any meeting now, we're removing people from the group. You will not be able to write down again.
No be so, Mao. I pasted in the wrong thread. That was what happened. Yesterday, I was done actually, but I pasted in the wrong thread. Sorry.
Oh,
That's what happened.
Yeah, you pasted for week
You can
3.
check. I pasted. Yes.
Yeah, but
yes.
that's before when you did not paste
Yes.
it out.
I did paste it. Yes, I did.
You will fall into the trap. She even wrote week 3 done twice. In that week 3, you wrote week 3 done twice. So
And
yeah,
that's what I'm saying now. I was in last week's class, but I wanted to paste that week 4 done. So I now went to paste week 3 done again. You understand?
Well,
week 3 I was done and I done.
I will understand next week by fire by force. That next week we will 5. I will not understand. We have 1 week to go by next week. I will not understand.
Don't worry, we're done. Don't worry.
It will be done. I know. Once anybody did not submit before 8, once it is 8, start removing them. Remove them. Use fire eyes to remove them. The last question for today is on your screen. Which item correctly identifies a potential risk of performing test automation? See, first I don't right answer. Nobody can tell me on your side. First I don't go. Don't cram answer often. The way you just, as I just mentioned the question, you just look at
I never write answer. I never write answer. See, number 20.
You see, 3 people wait about me and they watch like this.
See. I never
Michael,
write answer.
The 3 of them, they might be like this kuru.
I never write answer. You see, I'm number 20. I never write anything.
And they watch you. No problem.
I won't write my answer. Call.
Which item correctly identifies a potential risk of performance estimation? 1, it may introduce unknown regression, unknown government. That's what I wanted to say. Unknown government. Okay. It may introduce unknown regression in production. Sufficient effort to maintain testware may not be properly allocated. Testing tools and associated testware may not be sufficiently relied upon. And it may reduce the time allocated for manual testing. Before I go, why is it not meant to reduce the time allocated for manual testing? Okay, and how is that supposed to be a risk? Oh yeah, pick one. Pick one. I want bad. They don't pick now. Oshe, 2 ends in the air. 2020. God knows that if I see 2020 from Festus, Kehinde, and Michael, there's going to be a problem on this call today. Let me go and write on the group. Our what's it called now? Our mobile automation Nigeria just welcome her baby. Oh, she don't born. I make her they skip our training. They skip her. They skip her. They skip our
Oh,
training since. Just
congratulations
give
to her.
Congrats.
Go and
Oh.
celebrate her on the wins and celebration channel. Don't come and tell me no be me born. Go and put it on.
I have a question, please.
Is it related to this question on
No.
Yeah.
This what we are doing. This what we are doing. Start calling from 20 now before we even mark. Yeah, start calling from 20.
Only what?
Yeah, I don't understand stress us again.
Let me go and put on the screen. Make I know those way score. Score 20/20. Make I did something there. May I cause trouble small today. Who am I? Who am I to see? $19. Use the thread, though. Use the thread, though. Don't come and litter my screen for me. Oh. What's Adobe doing? We should join with the link again. Okay, in case they send us away. And call ends in 5 minutes. So use that link that Adobe drop to join. Thank you, Adobe. In fact, there is a part in this question when they were showing us very good, excellent. I need that in now. I need it. Good score. 18.
$50 is failed. It's a finish.
What is 19? Oh?
That's 10 now. 50 is 10, not 15 that you are setting for us.
Please, why did you drop the phone?
Men are waiting now. We never reach that part. When are the rush? Satisfactory.
Please, don't pause. Please, why did she drop the call?
When are they wait? When I brought the rush? On Thursday, I want to write order. It's on the certification group. The link is on the certification group. Yes, you can click on it. You can open it on another tab. Just keep it there. And later when we are done, just switch to that tab. That's what I did.
If this has been a university score grade, 0 to 50 field, 0 to 50 point field. If this has been a university, we would have graduated.
17, satisfactory. And then 16. Am I still on the call?
Princess, you want shape table. Tomorrow now work. Oh.
Did I say you should not go to work? I believe me. I not find anybody trouble.
You define trouble. Let me tell you before now. You define trouble.
What do we use to describe you try?
You try. You beyond you.
Let's use clap. We'll try. Yeah, fair. Other score. Sorry, other score. Is less than or equal to 15/20. Now laugh you go use because it's a clown. It's a clown members.
S. Now, other score less than equal to 15. S.
Yes, go. Yes, I need. Oh yeah. Let's start marking. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? So to see the goodness that you have learned, that you have done to yourself. I did not write the answers for you. You know, I'm just a communicator of the goodness that is happening in our society. Number 1, A. Number 2, D. Number 3, D. Number 4, A. Number 5, D. Number 6, A. Number 7, C. Number 8, B. Number 9, A. Number 10, C. Number 11, C, E. Number 12, D. Number 13, A. Number 14, A. Number 15, C. Number 16, D. 17, 18, 19, C, C, C. 17, C, 18, C, 19, C. And number 20, B. Let me come again.